The Kansas City Chiefs were just linked to a crazy move. Multiple outlets are talking about this, and I have a question for the comment section. If you were the Kansas City Chiefs and you had to add one piece to this wide receiver room, who would you add that's still available? Now, the guy that a lot of people aren't talking about, I hadn't realized that he was still a free agent. You've got a sports car just sitting there in the garage waiting for the Chiefs to bring him home. Why is nobody talking about Deebo Samuel? You've got Shotzi from ESPN talking about him. You've got Mac Ogata from NFL.com. We're talking about a guy who's absolutely thrives with a superior creative offensive mind. That definitely is Andy Reid. Look at what he did in San Francisco under Shanahan. Now, granted, he wasn't under offensive savant when he was in Washington, but what would happen if you stuck him in the hands of Andy Reid? If you put him on the same field as Patrick Mahomes, heck, I don't think Mahomes is going to be ready, even though he is in the team facility 7 hours a day. I think week one is kind of a pie in the sky. It's wishful thinking. That would be a crazy, huge return from that type of injury. But you've got Justin Fields on the team. And even initially with Justin Fields, the way that Andy Reid is going to use him if necessary, you add Kenneth Walker III, you add Deebo Samuel on that offense. I think you've got like a potential juggernaut here. I think this is a tool that Andy Reid could really use. And with his creativity, I think it's really a win-win here. Let's hear specifically what Matt Okota from NFL.com had to say. Rashee Rice is great out of the slot when he's available. That's a good point. Xavier Worthy, he's good for a couple big plays a year, but has yet to find consistent production. Also true. After that, the depth chart falls off quickly. And at 36 years old, newlywed Travis Kelce is not picking up the slack like he used to. Also true. I don't think he's fully focused on football as well. I'm not going to cover any of that offseason nonsense with him and Swifties, so I'm moving past that. I think Travis Kelce's still going to have a good year, by the way. But the Chiefs, I think they're well aware of this roster gap as well. You definitely saw them showing interest in Juwan Jennings before he signed with the Minnesota Vikings. Will Kansas City do something about this? Will they provide insurance? You've got Mo Moton of Bleacher Report. He's saying that they absolutely need to sign Deebo Samuel. And if you kind of look at this, I think you guys know what Deebo Samuel can offer this offense, right? Moton made the case. The Chiefs, they definitely need veteran insurance here. I don't trust Rice. He misses time for one reason or another. But if you put a play caller like Andy Reid, take Deebo Samuel, put him on this team, so versatile, yak for days on the perimeter, in the slot. He can take handoffs in the backfield, and it's also he has gas in the tank. Under what I would say is inferior coaching, Samuel, he led the Commanders in catches with 72, 727 receiving yards, 5 touchdown receptions without their quarterback in the lineup. I mean, I think 100% he can match those stats with Kansas City, especially with their pass-centric ways. A one-time All-Pro in 21 in his career, 406 receptions, 5,500-plus yards, 27 touchdowns in the air during his 7 years in the NFL. But then if you look at this, 97 games played, 85 starts, but then you look at his rushing, 1,218 yards, but 21 more touchdowns. 21. Now, you can look at his price. Maybe that prices him out. I don't think the salary cap is real. I think you can always fit in a player if you need to. But Washington paid him 17.5. But this is after, 727 yards, 5 receptions. I don't think that's going to command $17.5 million, honestly. And especially since he's sitting there still unsigned. Spot Track has his current market value at about $31.5 million on a 2-year contract. That's about what I'm thinking, like $15.8 million annually. And he's going to be 30 years old. That is not that old. Now, you do see the Chiefs currently only having $4.1 million in available cap space. I mean, but you can always do a cut. You can always do a restructure. I think that's a move that I think they'd be smart to move if Deebo Samuel will come to town. I'm not going to talk about Tyreek Hill coming back to this team. That is absolutely ridiculous. Please do not do that. Please do not even talk about it. But you're looking at Tyreek Hill being 32. You plug in Deebo Samuel at 30. I think it's absolutely fantastic. His best seasons came under a really similar-minded coach in Kyle Shanahan with the Niners. And the Commanders were absolutely terrible last year. I think Deebo would also like to come play for a contender. Yes, he is a free agent. It was a 1-year prove-it deal with the Washington Commanders. And yeah, I would absolutely love this. In 2021, he made the Pro Bowl, 77 passes for 1,400 plus yards and 365 yards rushing and 8 scores. If we could even do 80% of that, he is absolutely a home run signing. I think he's fully healthy. I don't really get why he hasn't been signed. I think he showed in Washington that he has plenty of gas in the tank. Why not sign on for a contender? And I'm sure this team would welcome him with open arms. Let me know what you guys think. It's been fun covering this team. I'm not too far in. You guys have been faithful viewers. You continue to like and continue to subscribe. Let's keep growing this community. And thank you for helping me expand into covering more NFL teams. It's been so much fun, and I'll continue to be here on the daily. See ya.